if you want to create your trial account, the URL what we need is https developer.salesforce.com. If you register with Salesforce with any other email ID, with any other URL, it gives you only 30 days trial version. Without this URL, any other URL if you use, it will give you only 30 days trial version. If you go with this, it will come lifelong. As long as you are using, they will give. This is 90 days, but as long as you are using it, account will be active. So register for your trial account only with developer.salesforce.com. Again I repeat, if you register your account with any other URL, you only get 30 days CRM account where you cannot practice the force.com options, where you cannot write the development programs. You are supposed to register with developer.salesforce.com to get access to force.com and CRM and access for lifetime. Okay, as long as you are working, they keep it. Right now, this is a procedure. Okay, they say 90 days, but as long as you are practicing on it, they don't deactivate the account. For 60 days, if you don't stop logging in, if you don't log into 60 days or 90 days, they stop deactivating your account. They will deactivate. As long as you are working, the account will be active. Right, boss? Now, what is the URL? Developer.salesforce.com. Then go to this URL, register your account. Now look at this. Developer.salesforce.com. Developer.salesforce.com. What we have? Fill in the basic details. Fill in the basic details. Then your username should be generally name@of your company name.com, because you are creating a trial account for yourself. You can put anything in the form of mail. abc@xyz.com. It should be generally name@of your company name.com. Generally, when you go to commercial accounts, it will be name@of your company name.com. But because we are creating a trial account, you can put anything in the form of abc@xyz.com. So here I was putting right. It's not necessary that username should be an email ID. It can be anything, but should be in the pattern of email, like the xyz@of abc. I gave admin@of 324.com. Okay, fill the basic details. You can give any company name. Then we are supposed to specify username should be Fill the basic details like last name, first name, company, postal code, role. Username should be in the form of name at the rate of your company name.com. General practice, but it's a trial account. You make it follow any of the pattern you like. Then log into the email. Specified in the registration form. Log into the email address specified in the registration form. Log into the email address specified in the registration form. Log into the email address specified in the registration form. Then activate. Set the password. Activate your account. Set the password and security question. Set the password and security question. Like I got. Verify your account. Whatever the email address you have given, you get a mail. Activate, verify your account. Set your password. Now your account is activated. So this is your trial account where you get Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. You can practice both of them. You can practice the CRM. You can practice the CRM. You can practice the force.com. Whatever the Salesforce products are there, most of them are given here. Right. So we have created our own trial account. Right. Now you have registered your account. The URL is a URL for registration. Fill in the basic details. Then go to the email address. Activate your account. Set the password and security question. Save. This is the basic step what we are following. Basic step what we are following for registration purpose. Once you registered, what are you going to get? Once you registered, what are you going to get? You made a registration, very good. After registration, what are you going to get? Which edition they are giving? Which cloud they are giving? You registered, very good. But what is the environment they have provided you? What are the clouds they have provided you? How many licenses they have provided you? Because it's a trial account, you are not purchased. They are giving it free of cost. We need to know how much space they are giving, how many licenses they are giving, what type of clouds they are giving, what type of environment they are giving. Now look at the context here. Environment. How many environments we are getting here? How many environments we are getting here? The Salesforce is providing you on the trial account. Salesforce is providing you on the trial account production environment. What Salesforce is providing you is providing environment on the trial account. on the trial account environment. Note, sandboxes will not be given. You don't have a sandboxes on the trial account. Everything that you want to practice should be practiced directly from the trial account, your production environment. Whatever they are giving you as a production, on the production only you are supposed to practice whatever the CRM you want to practice, or the force.com activities or development activities that you want to practice. The sandboxes will be given for only commercial account, not for the trial accounts. Now what you have created is a trial account. We had only production environment which is given to you. Right. Which cloud is that? Cloud, sales cloud plus, they are giving you sales cloud and service cloud. They are giving you sales cloud and service cloud. Both the clouds they are giving you. Additions, trial account. Licenses, what are the different licenses they are offering? Salesforce, 2 licenses. Salesforce, 2 licenses. Salesforce platform, 3 licenses. Licenses, Salesforce 2, Salesforce platform 3. There are other licenses, commodity licenses that we see. Our major licenses are Salesforce and Salesforce platform. Out of these 2 licenses, already you logged in as admin, right? One is given to admin. So you can only create one more user with the same license. Right? Salesforce is given 2 Salesforce license, 3 platform license. When you register an account, on your name, one user is created. When you register the account, on your name, one account is created. So still we are left with 1 Salesforce license, 3 platform license. Still we are left with 1 Salesforce license, 3 platform licenses. Am I clear with this? Right. Then, what are you going to get once again? Production environment. No sandboxes will be there on the trial account. Cloud, sales cloud and service cloud. Edition, trial account, licenses, Salesforce 2, Salesforce platform. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now, come down. How do you log in? First time you got a mail, from the mail you click the link, activated your account. First time you activated the account from the mail. You went to your Gmail, you clicked on the link, the account opened. But later on, how you log in? From next time onwards, if you want to log in, how will you log in? From next time onwards, if you want to log in, how do you log in? Now there again, production, login.salesforce. What is the URL we have to use? Login.salesforce.com to login, not for registration. Registration is developer.salesforce.com. For login, right. Right. Now, for logging in production, login.salesforce.com. The next we had sandbox. If it is a sandbox, For sandbox, it is a test.salesforce.com. If you want to log into the production, login.salesforce.com. If you want to log into the sandboxes, test.salesforce.com. Again, I repeat, you don't have any sandboxes on your trial account. So you are always going to log into production. When you get into the company, you have a choice of production or sandbox, but in your trial account, it is only production. But in the middle of the course, I will be sharing my sandbox credential. You can log in and practice on my sandboxes. The next one. Right. What is the instance of your server? Now, your force.com instance is on which server? Salesforce has AP. Look at this. Trust.salesforce.com. If you go to this, here you can see what are the servers you are finding. AP, okay, regions America, AP, that's AP, EMEA, Asia Pacific. Then EMEA is for what? Look at the point. You'll find AP, DB is a database internally used for NA, CS for sandboxes. Recently it was UMass come, but right. Look at this. AP, NA, EU. There will be one more EU here. You're not able to see. Okay. So basically, you have this Asia Pacific, North America, European, EU, European servers. Now, based on the region, they classify the servers into AP, Asia Pacific, European, EU, and Americans, NA. Okay, depends upon the region, they have different servers we have. So, all these are what? Different servers we have. All these are different servers we have. All these are different servers we have. When you log into your application, look at this. You are able to find here AP. So your application is on Asian Pacific server. There are multiple instances of AP. AP1, AP2, AP3. AP belongs to Asian Pacific region server. All the customers who are registering for the Salesforce from Asia, their servers will be, their applications will be on servers of AP, Asian Pacific servers. All the customers who are registering are taking the Salesforce from the America, they have NA. Okay. Next, European nations, EU. Are you clear about this? Okay. So all these are what? Instance of your server. Now here the point is, if it is a production, in the production we have AP, NA, all your productions are going to be on this. Now whatever the DB you are finding, Salesforce don't have a separate database for you. It is an inbuilt database which is called database.com. Salesforce company internally has one more .com called database.com, who is responsible for maintaining the entire data models which you create on the application. The person who, the organization or the person who is responsible for your database creations and all the stuff is database.com. Okay. So basically what are the productions we have? AP, NA, E. Now all the sandboxes are going to be sandboxes. This will be common for every, this is the common name for every region. If it is a production based on your region, we have different instances. AP, NA, EU. If it is a sandbox, we have CS. If it is a sandbox, we have CS. Sandboxes, CS. Production, AP, NA, EU. I hope everyone is good with this. Now, how do you log into production? Login.salesforce.com. Sandbox, test.salesforce.com. Do you have any sandboxes for you? There are no sandboxes for you. You are supposed to log in with only login.salesforce.com. What is the server? Your server is AP15. According to the application what I created, it is AP15 on AP server. Numbering is 15. Right? Next, how do you track the status of your server? How do you track the status of your server? You can go to this trust.salesforce.com. Look at this. Status.salesforce.com. Select the product what you have. All these are the products what we have. Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Social Studio, Live Agent, Live Platform, Community, Instant, Financial Services, Health Cloud. All these are the clouds. Okay. So how do you find out? Open this URL. Select the product. Select the server. How do you track this status? Now, look at the point. Select the Sales Cloud. Select any one of the server you want. When you select the server, you can check the history. Any impact on the last? There was a maintenance on 16th. In the recent times on NA server, so there is a lot of issue. Select the server which you want. Go to this, select the server. If there is any issues that will be shown here. There is a symbols here given, performance issue, maintenance issue. Right? If there is any issue, they will indicate it here. If there is any issue, they will indicate it here. Right? There are no issue on this particular server as of now. If there are any issues, you can track the issue. So, how do you check this? How do you check this? How do you check this? Status.salesforce.com. Select the product what you want. Select the server what you want. Select the server. History. Track your status. This, I told you recently there was an issue here. There was an issue. That you can find out the status of the server, right? So this what is the URL for tracking the status of your server. Right. Salesforce is available in how many versions? Two forms. One is Classic. Salesforce CRM is available to you in two versions. One is a Classic version. Other one is a Lightning. Classic is the old format. Lightning is the new format. Lightning is nothing but single page application. Building the entire application with the architecture of single page applications. Just for quick understanding, I'll give you. When you go to classic, it is going to be like this. The classic model is like this. The classic architecture is going to be like this. Just for quick understanding, I'm giving. So the request go to the server. This is the basic structure. Without discussing much technicality, the internal architecture is like this. The MVC architecture is like this. So it is a client. Right. Internally we have this structure. But when you go to, so if you want any interaction, go to the server perform the action, get the data, come back to the client and display. But when you go to lightning story is not like this. Lightning story is different. Because they want to improve the performance. So look at the structure what we have. Component, controller, client controller, TV. Then it goes to server. So we had the structure like this. We have separate MVC at the client side. If the client side MVC is not meeting up your requirement, then I'll go to the server side. Right. Right away. I hope you got the story. Now this above one is the classic model. Right. We are not discussing technicality. It's just basic structure I'm giving. Let's not discuss what is a view, controllers, or okay, database, all this stuff. Basic internal architecture of the classic will be like this. One MVC. The lightning MVC is going to be like this. The lightning MVC is going to be client side will be MVC as well as server side will be MVC. Right. This is helping you to build SPA. What is that SPA? Single page application. The internal architectures of classic and lightning. So the Salesforce is offering you the CRM in two ways. One is the classic view, other one is the lightning. You can give.
So in the lightning, do we need to install anything on the client side?
Nothing is required.
Okay.
One is classic view, another lightning. Now, as per the administrator is concerned, both of them going to be almost the same, only the navigations are going to be different. But conceptually, that's it. See, let it be an application developed with Java, let it be application developed with a .NET. Administrator plays the same role. In terms of development, there may be a difference in writing a program, but as per the administrative point of view, both of them are going to be same. Only the navigations will change. Now we have ICICI bank application, HDFC bank application. Both the application will have the same type of activities. Only the menus will be different. Right? In ICICI, I have different menu. In HDFC, I have different menu. But when you take a programmer, as you take a developer, in developer point of view, both of them are different because we need to write different pattern of program. Right? As an administrator point of view, the same type of option. In ICICI also create a new customer. In HDFC also create a customer. But in ICICI, I may find the create a customer on the left hand side. In the HDFC, I may find create a new account on the right hand side. So the locations and display pattern may be different. Okay, but the core concept is going to be the same. So in the Lightning and the Classic, as far as administrator is concerned, most of the activities are same. The only thing is the navigations and where they are displayed, how they are displayed is only the difference. Conceptually, both of them are same. In the admin and in the Classic and Lightning, administrative topics, conceptually both of them are same. Almost all of them are same. But only programmatically they are different. So when you learn administration in any one of the area, the second area, if you know the navigation, is sufficient because the concept is not going to change. Only the navigation is going to change. Presentation is going to be changed. Is that was clear? Right, ma? Have you got the story? So how many ways we got? Classic view and Lightning. Okay. Now, Salesforce every year Salesforce every year releases 3 versions. Every year releases 3 versions: summer, winter, spring. So here the 19 indicates year. Summer 19, winter 19, like this we are going to get. It indicates year. It indicates the year. Right. It indicates the year. Summer, winter, spring, it indicates the year. I hope you're good. Salesforce every year releases 3 versions: summer, winter, and spring. Right now, current version is summer 19. The current version of Salesforce, what we are using is summer 19. Okay. Now move on to the Salesforce screens. Understand how the screens are available, what options are available to us. So go back. Right now, what you are able to see here is a Lightning form. This is what? Lightning form. This is the Lightning form. You are able to see it. Whatever you are finding here is a Lightning form. Then you got a user key. If you select this user, what was that? Switch to Salesforce. Now I move to Salesforce Classic. This is the Classic version. What is the summer 19? This is the Classic version of the Salesforce. Now look at this. When you go to this, here you are finding what are these? List of applications which are developed by you or purchased from Salesforce. Whatever the applications you have purchased from Salesforce or whatever the application you have built, they are visible here. So if I open anything, so this one. So the moment I log in, you are finding this as a Salesforce Classic homepage. In the Classic homepage, look at the story. Let me start with these options one by one. Now basically, This is a logo of your application. Right now we don't have any logo, we can modify it. Right now we don't have any logos, we can modify it later. This is what we got. This is what Salesforce. Right now you're finding Salesforce logo. Later on we are going to display this as your organization logo. This is the logo of your organization, what we are going to get. Right now we have the Salesforce default logo. Later we are going to change it as your application logo. Then again, this is the option. What was this option? Global search. What was this option called? Global search. This is a global search here. What is this global search? Any data that we have, in the Salesforce database, that data I can search. Any data that I have in the Salesforce database, that data I can search. Any data that I have in the Salesforce database, that data I can search from here. Let us say I told Gini point. When I told Gini point, in entire database, wherever the word called Gini point is available, they are given. So I can search for any word, I can search for any data from here. Global search. Search your data from here. Global search. Then switch to Lightning. In case you want to navigate to Lightning, I am right now in the Classic. I want to move to the Lightning. I will click on switch to Lightning. Then the person who logged in, whichever the person has logged in right now, his data will be available. Like the student profile, now put up your data. Now the person who logged in, you're putting up your data here. The user who logged in, his profile, put up his photo. You want to update his email number and phone number, we can do that. Then we have develop my settings. This person can modify his display pattern. I want a separate display pattern for me according to my convenience. I can modify. This is the settings, his personal information, display layout, email, chatter. This is the settings. The user who logged in, his profile, settings, developer console. You want to write any programs, we go with the developer console. This is the area where we write all your programs. So what happened here? Logo, global search, switch to Lightning, user who logged in, his profile, his settings, developer console, and you can go with the logo of the application. Then we have this. This is our key player setup. All the force.com options they have provided you. All the force.com options what they have provided you. All these options are available to you as a menu here. You had a setup. All your force.com options are coming here. Setup. All your force.com options. Like what you are finding here. Administer, build, deploy, monitor. So when you click on the setup, you may be on any page. When I click on the setup, it takes you to the force.com setup menu. So what are you finding here? Administer, build, deploy, monitor. Administer, administrative activities. Build, development and customization. Adding a new functionality or modifying the existing functionality. Deploy, moving the changes from one environment to another environment. Then monitor is testing your functionality. Tracking the status of your functionality. So what are the options we have? Administer, build, monitor, deploy. Administer, build, deploy, monitor. Administer is for administrative options. Build is for customizations. and building a new functionality. Then we had next one, deploy is for deployments, monitor is for tracking the status of the work what you have done. So these are the 4 options what we have. Again I repeat, administer, build, deploy, monitor. Now there are a lot of options which are available here. I cannot remember each and every option. So we can go with this. Now we can search for the force.com option from here. This is a global search. This is the search for the force.com option. So setup. If you are not sure where the option is, search from here. If you know where it is, go to that, verify the options. Right. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Next, help. Now Salesforce is providing you built-in documents to help you to work on every functionality. If I want to work on any functionality, Salesforce is providing you. Okay. If you are building up, when I click on this, we are getting the help. Okay, we are getting the option. How to use that options? If you got stuck up somewhere, we have a link called help. It will open the documents that can help you to use the Salesforce better. It will open the documents that can help you to use the Salesforce better. Right. Next we have application. List of all applications what you have built. Again, logo, global search, switch to lightning, user who logged in, log out, setting his profile, settings and developer console, setup menu, help documents, list of all the applications what we have. List of all the applications what I have. Now, here we had App Exchange. What was that App Exchange? Generally, in the mobile phone, you have a Play Store. In the Play Store, what will be there? List of applications which are built on, list of applications which are built on, list of applications which are built on your Android, they will be in Play Store. You can go to the Play Store, install whatever the application you want and use it. Some of them are free, some of them are commercial. Similarly, in the iPhone, in the iPhone we have App Store where we have list of applications which are built on iOS. Similarly, all the applications which are built on Salesforce, which are available for the users, okay, they are kept here. Now some of them are commercial, some of them are free. Some of them are commercial, some of them are free. Now look at this list of applications what we have. So you can go to this application, you can see some of them are free, some of them are commercial. You can install this, a paid one. I hope you are good with this. Some of them are free, some of them are free. Now as per your requirement, you can use, as per your requirement, we can use it. As per your requirement, we can go to the App Exchange, install it, use it in the way we want. What was that? Sales App Exchange. Then there is a Ohana. You are able to see one Ohana here. This is Salesforce people when they are conducting the meets. Every year they conduct a city-wise one developer meets. They will be conducting official meets. Right. When they are conducting this, they also invite some of the companies for placements. For freshers, they also invite some of the companies for placement services. Okay. So people who register with them, okay, who register with them, they get notification if they are conducting any events, if the Salesforce is conducting any official events, and if they are conducting any placement drives, they will be getting. Not only Salesforce, companies which are associated with the Salesforce, okay, they are invited. Okay, 1 or 2 companies may be coming, so they get a choice there to prove themselves. So freshers register with this Ohana, so that you will also get some official support from Salesforce developer communities. Okay, now it is a big business. Okay, so everybody try to put their best effort to get the companies. Now register this. Ohana. Okay. Where was this? Sales app exchange. Go and register with this. Okay. Now you are getting a login here, right? Now when you log in, whatever the trial account you created, with the same trial account you log in. Okay, maintain everything on the same account so that the freshers for you, when you are a fresher, now as you don't take certifications or anything, if you want to tell the people that I know the Salesforce, one of the common things that people ask is trial head, how many badges you have in the trial head. Okay, so along with the classes, try to do the trial head exercises so that being a fresher is more worthful to the fresher. Being a fresher, you are telling to the people I know the minimum basics of the Salesforce. This is what I have done. The Salesforce authorized. Okay, we can try. So freshers, whoever is the fresher, just app exchange, log into this with the same trial account what you created, what you have created, then register your details. Right. Fine, boss. Now move on to the next story. Here we have developer community, trial based community. This is the, if you have any queries, you can post there. People can share their knowledge in terms of your queries. Okay. Right, Amma? So what was this? Logo, global search, switch to lightning, user, logout, setup menu, help, and the list of applications, app exchange, communities. Alright, boss? Okay. Next, what we have here. Next, what we have is this is the tab panel. What was this? We call this as a what? Tab panel. We call this one as a tab panel. Now, what was this tab panel? List of tabs. Each one is called one tab. Charter is a tab. Lead is a tab. Contact is a tab. Forecast is a tab. All these are what? Tabs. In the tabs, this bar is called tab panel. This entire bar, what you are finding here, is what? Tab panel. We call it as a tab panel. List of tabs. Okay, list of tabs. Put on this one. Tab panel. Now we have tab with tab panel. We have a tab with tab panel. Now, if you want to open anything in the Salesforce, we need a tab. Now, if I want to open a page, I require an interface, maybe a link or maybe a button. So here, the button is tab first. So if you want to open any table, you want to open any page, the interface what we have is tab. So all the tabs they will not be able to show in the tab panel. So they give plus sign. The remaining, when you click on the plus sign, you can see the remaining tabs which are there. Right, boss? Now go back to the story. It is a tab panel with tabs. Tab panel with tabs. Then go to the home. When you go to the home page, what are you finding here? These are called sidebar components. These are called as sidebar components. Left hand side we are calling as sidebar components. Here we have feed. If you want to share your files, you want to raise a question, you want to keep a poll. Now just this started. Now you want to you want to share any information with anyone, you want to ask a question, you want to share a file. This is all what? Charters. Okay. This is charter concept. This is a calendar, activities what you planned, events, task. So all these are what? Sidebar components. These are called home page components. On the home page, what are you finding here? Sidebar components and home page components. But all these are what? Tabs. Home is also a tab. Now this is the classic view of your application. when you log in, by default, Lightning will open. Because for all the new customers, Salesforce is encouraging to use Lightning. For all the new customers, Salesforce is encouraging to use Lightning. For all the new customers, Salesforce is encouraging to use Lightning. There is a reason when you log in, by default, Lightning will be open. If you want to change the Lightning, I told you there is a icon there. Click on that, switch to Classic. You find it. In the Classic, logo, global search, user, logout, setup, help, applications, app exchange, tab panel, tabs, home page, okay, setup menu. So in the setup menu, administer, build, deploy, monitor. Right, Amma? Everyone is good with this? Okay. Now, if you go to Lightning, the same story. I'll make the things clear for you one more time. So, look at this. This is a classic. In the classic, I have some data like this. Now, what is it? Opportunity, list of record, edit, delete. This is how we got it. The same I am opening in Lightning. Same data. But what happened? The presentation style has changed. Right? There, whatever the table we have, here also same table. Whatever the data we have, here also same data. But only the presentation style has changed. Which is looking better? Like this is a rich UI. The classic is the old, and they enhance the UI. They launch like a Lightning. So conceptually, both of them are going to be almost same in terms of administrative. But the presentation wise, they are different. I hope you're good with this. Right. Now, when you go to Lightning, now logo of your company, you're finding just like your mobile phone. What was that? List of applications. List of tabs. Applications, tabs. What was this? App exchange. Then all the tabs. Tab panel with the tabs. Now global search. Global search. Same story. Logo, global search. Logo, global search. Then we have setup menu. Then we have user who logged in. This is for notification. Generally, when you get a messages, you get a notification, right? One message, two message, the notification. So what we have here? Logo, global search. Then we have help, setup, notifications, and the user who logged in. His photo, name. Okay. You will find settings. Then, right, rest all the story is going to be the same. Only the navigation format is, display format is different. Here we had a setup with icon, we had a help, we had a notification, user who logged in. Is that what's clear, boss? Now, when you go to setup, what are the options we have? In the classic, we had an option of, administer, build, monitor, deploy. Administer, build, monitor, deploy. When you go to Lightning, when I click on setup, administration, platform tools, settings. Administration, platform tools, settings. So options are recategorized in the Lightning. Options are recategorized in the Lightning. So when you move on to this, classic setup. So we have this is what we got. This is the overall structure of your life Salesforce account which you create. So when you create your own trial account, when you create your own trial account, when you create your own trial account, this is how we are going to get. Is that was clear for everyone? Okay. Then we are going to use some frequently used terms like objects, tabs, profiles, users. These are very frequently used terms. Objects, tabs, profiles, users. Generally, in any application, where is the data stored? Data is stored in a table. Maybe a Oracle or it may be a Java or .NET or PHP or SAP. What we do? Create a database. In the tables, we store the data. In the Salesforce, we call them as objects. Objects are nothing but tables where we store data that is needed for Salesforce. Objects are nothing but tables that are needed for storing the data in the Salesforce. So what are objects? Objects are nothing but the tables where we store the data. Then, how does the table open? When you click on some button, then only table will open. Now, what is that button? Tab. What is a tab? Tab is a interface between user and application. When you click on the tab, corresponding table will open. When you click on the tab, corresponding page will open. When you click on the tab, corresponding website will open. So if you want to open any functionality in the Salesforce, what we need? A tab. Tab is a medium through which we access the application. Tab is the medium through which we access the application. Click on account tab, account table will open. Click on contact tab, contact table will open. So tab is an interface. Now, every user in the company do everything. Now, can everybody create a new application? Okay. Can everybody create a new user? Can everybody see everything? So, when you log into the Salesforce, what you are allowed to see, what you are allowed to work, they are given by profile. Profile will tell what you can see in the company or what you can see in the organization, what you can perform in the organization. Can I reset the password? Can I send an email? Can I create a report? Can I create a table? Can I modify the settings? All these things are indicated by profile. Basically, profile tells you what you are allowed to do, what you are allowed to see. When you log into the application, what you are allowed to see, what you are allowed to perform is given by profile. Profile will specify what user can organization. Then, who is the user? Who log in and use the application. objects, tabs, profile, users. Objects are nothing but database tables. Tabs are nothing but buttons which are given to open the corresponding functionalities. Profiles, they will tell what you can do, what you can see. Users, they are nothing but the employees of your client who actually uses this application. They are the employees of the client who actually uses this application. I hope you are good with this. Now, let us move on to the next story. See here. We'll discuss this. These are all independent topics we're supposed to discuss, but I'll be using these terms frequently from day one. Okay. Right. Now, overall picture of the Salesforce, let us see. Now, let me give the complete story. So, I'm an ICICI bank who is interested to purchase. I'm an ICICI bank who is interested to take the sales cloud of Salesforce company. So, what they have given? They have given force.com. The overall final conclusion of this story. Try to look at this. I hope with this we'll be finishing off this overviews of this. This is what? This is the force. This is called as force.com. On the top of it, we have taken. Now, this is what I take. Right. This is what I have taken. Now, what happened? The Salesforce ICICI company asked, how many employees you have? How many licenses you need? They told they require some 100 Salesforce license, 200 platform, and 500. Right. Now, who will be logging into this application? Now, this is the application. Now, who logins to the application? Let me give you the story here. These are the employees of ICICI Bank. When I say employees, these are the employees of ICICI Bank, maybe VP, regional manager, clerks. Now these are the people who are working for ICICI. Now for these people, they are called as what? Users. They are called as what? Users. At the end of the game, who uses the ICICI application? These are the staff. My staff, my manager, clerks, executives, they log in and use the application. So these are the users who actually uses my application. Am I right? These are the users who actually uses my application. These people are called as what? Internal users. Right. This ICICI bank, okay, this ICICI bank is basically using this application for loans. Now what happened? When they are giving for loans, they are tied up with few companies. City-wise, they tied up with few companies for background verification or recovery of loans. Now, whoever is not paying the money or whoever is applying for a loan, the document verifications, or if you want to deliver the couriers, now you apply for a loan, the monthly bills, your credit card bills, couriers I want to send, your monthly bill couriers, right? So what happened? I was tied up with few people here, few partners. Who are these partners? Now, Blue Dot Courier, Professional Couriers, then ABC, Postal. Wherever there is no courier service, I am tied up with Postal. Now, who are these people? They are my partners. It's not one time. I am associated with them. Every day the agent will come, collect the data. I have to upload the data. I delivered, not delivered. I have to upload the data. because they are sensitive information. I have to update the status. At the same time, I give contact to some recovery agencies, some background verification. Now let us say I give to Matrix Consultancy some first advantage. There are my partners who will verify my employees' documents, who will verify the employees' document, who will verify the customer loan documents and give the status about it, or the documents are genuine or not. Now, who are all these people? These are the people with whom I tied up. We had a agreement with those people for the business. Now, from Blue Dot, somebody will log in from Blue Dot, upload the data, right? Now, these are not my employees. The employees of Blue Dot Courier, they are not my employees. They are employees of Blue Dot Courier, but they are supposed to log in and update the status. Now, whoever is making the background verification, they are not my employees. They are the employees of Matrix, but they are supposed to log in and upload the status. So, if you want your partners to log in and upload the status, we need a platform. What is that platform called? Communities. I hope you got my point. Okay. Otherwise, let me make it a different story here. Probably this may be better understanding. Now, this is a BMW company. This company manufactures the cars and they are selling. They are the employees of the company who promote the products. But are they going to sell the vehicles directly? No. They give franchises to a number of people, open a showroom and start selling my cars. Now, there are a number of companies who got the franchise from me. These people, they got a franchise. They will open the showrooms. They will sell my cars. For each car they sell, I will give some commission. Now, who are these ABC? They are the franchise, the people who have taken a franchise from me, who opened a showrooms and who are selling my car. Now, they need to update each and every details, right? Now, so and so customer we sold, so and so customer came for inquiry, everything I had to upload. Where these people will upload? They are not my employees. They are the employees of the showroom. They are not the employees of BMW company. They are the employees of showroom. But I want those people to log into my application, upload the data. So and so customer made an inquiry. So and so customer made a payment. So and so customer has claimed for warranty. All this data I want to upload. So for these partners, what I need a separate application. They will not log into my core application. I need a small application where these people can log in and see what are the new cars I am launching, what are the new offers I am giving, my offers, my new vehicles, okay, and the customer data, what you want, everything will be uploaded here. What was this? Now, who are these? Now, this is Sham, Ram, Kiran. They are not my employees, Amma. They are not my employees. They are what? My partners. They are my partners. So, these people are called, and also customer also want to log in. So, customers who will log into partners who log in, they will not log into my application. They will log into what? Communities. They will log into what? Communities. You want your customers, you want your partners to log in and provide the support. That is what? That is what? Communities. That is what? Communities. Okay. Now, where is the customer logging in? Communities. Online bank, ICICI online bank account. You are not logging into ICICI application. You are logging into ICICI self-service portal. Amazon.com. You are not logging into Amazon application. You are logging into Amazon self-service portal because you are a customer. Redbus, you are logging in. You are logging like a customer. Now, I am a SVR Travel. I am logging like a partner. We both of us are not logging into Redbus application. We are logging into Redbus self-service portal. Application is separate, where the employees of the Redbus company will log in and work. Right? Okay. Now, while using this, I did some changes. When I need some changes, I made an agreement with IBM. Boss, whenever I want some changes to be made, I will give to you. I will give you the contract, you make a changes. So I had tied up with IBM company to make all the necessary changes on my application when Okay, whenever I need. So this IBM told, give me your. So what this BMW company is doing? Created some sandboxes. Give few sandboxes to IBM. What are these? Now these sandboxes are given to IBM. Now who will log into this sandbox now? Employees of IBM. So this is the story of us. We are the employees of IBM, working as a developer, senior developer, whatever the stuff. We are the employees of IBM. So where we log in? We log into sandbox. We log into sandboxes, make the necessary changes. So we are logging into sandbox. We are the employees of IBM. Okay. So IBM got a contract from BMW company to make the necessary changes. So on behalf of IBM, I am logging in and I am making the necessary changes. I am uploading the changes to the production. Is that clear? So whenever we say users, production users are nothing but employees of the BMW company. When you want your partners, customers will log into what? Committees. Your partners will log into what? Committees. If you are logging in as a customer, it is a committee. You are logging like a partner, it is a committee. Now if the developers and testers are logging in, who is the developers and testers? The company which is making the development activities for the client. The company employees will log into sandbox, make the necessary changes. Right? Once you make the necessary changes, you will upload to production. In the production, we have admin. This guy will decide whether to make them live or not. This guy will be working here. This guy will take a call whether to make the changes live or not. Clear, boss? I hope the entire picture is clear now. Right? Entire picture is clear. Is the was clear for everyone? So when you say developer, don't consider that you are working on a production. You are working on a sandbox. You are nowhere connected to production. You always don't. Okay, we are making a change. Whenever I say user, is the user in the production, not a developer. We are not discussing in terms of developer. Developer is only for writing a code. Done the code, leave it. Now, whatever we are discussing in terms of what? This internal users. Right, Amma? Is that was clear for everyone? Right? So this is the overall story, what we have and what we are trying to discuss in the last 4 classes. And we have seen how to create our trial account, and we will start in the next class. Our topic is creation of setting of company profiles and creation of application, creation of objects. So the topics what we are going to cover. So this will be the syllabus for next week what we are going to cover. We discussed about types of sandboxes. This is what we have done. These are the classes what we have covered as of now. Right. And the next week I am going to cover the following topics. The next week topics what I am going to cover. Company profile, company profile, organization ID, language settings, fiscal year, the next topic we are going to have the complete next week syllabus. I'm giving what I'm going to cover: documents. We'll be covering these topics both in classic and lightning. So from here, what are the topics that I'm covering? This will be covered in terms of lightning as well as classic. Both the versions I'm covering now. So this will be the syllabus what I'm going to cover for the next week. So setting up the company information, documents application, creation of objects, creation of tabs, creation of fields, tabs, standard fields, system fields, custom fields, field dependency, customizing the standard fields. Right. In detail, these are the topics which I'm going to cover in the next week. Right. And look at the pattern for your notes. Just give me 1 second. I'll set up the account for you. Just give me a few minutes. I'm setting up your account. environments, editions, licenses, trial account creation. So now how do you access these nodes? Okay. So how do you access? When you log in like a student, here you type visual, here you type visual force, finding what? Visual force. You will finding the nodes here. Here you find, click on setup. Here you type visual, get visual force page. Here is the nodes you can access. Right? So whatever I am typing, I'll be typing in this account. Okay. You're supposed to log in, I'll give the credentials. I am giving the student access for you. I am the admin. So again, this password keeps changing. We don't fix the password. Okay. So the name for this, username for this, admin nodes 324.com, password student 123. URL. Admin nodes. You are supposed to log in with admin nodes accounts. This is student access. Admin nodes at the rate of 324.com, password student 123, and you log into this URL. You'll be finding the nodes. When you log in, click on setup. In the sidebar, search box, type, open the pages. Right about. This is how you can access the notes. Okay. And the classes are going to be from Monday to Friday. We'll be starting the class around 8:45. From Monday, the class will start around 8:45. Class will start at 8:45, not before 8:45. Minimum 8:45 will take. Sometimes it may be 5 minutes plus also. 8:45, I will be starting the class from Monday. Okay. So, once I start development classes, when you are taking integration, then I'll tell you when to start attending the weekend classes. Otherwise, right now, till we complete the administration, There will be only Monday to Friday classes, right? Okay, chalo.